Senator John Cornyn and Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton showing no sign of eyeing an exit.
There's really no incentive for either of them to drop out at this point in time.
Both sides firing off new ads. The Cornyn camp launching this AI ad highlighting allegations Paxton had an affair and his impeachment by the Texas House, though the Texas Senate ultimately acquitted him. Paxton hitting Cornyn for past comments critical of Trump.
He simply doesn't think Donald Trump can get elected president.
A super PAC aired an ad like this in West Palm Beach, where Mar-a-Lago is.
While Cornyn fought Trump, Ken Paxton has always stood by the president.
Over the weekend, President Trump told NBC News he'd endorse this week, adding he likes both candidates and believes either could beat Democrat James Talarico in November.
Ken Paxton and John Cornyn are auditioning for an audience of one, and that is the president.
The president could weigh in at any time. Either candidate could still unofficially drop out, but their name would still appear on the ballot.
The president is not going to get involved until he knows that his endorsement is either a sign that someone has pulled ahead or that he's sure to push someone across the finish line.
Trump says the Senate passing the SAVE Act, which would require voters to show ID and proof of U.S. citizenship in federal elections, will impact his decision. If the Senate passes it and gets rid of the filibuster, Paxton says he'd consider dropping out. A marathon debate on the bill is underway, but it's not expected to pass.
It's not politics. It's really good for it. So good for our nation. I mean, who would not have voter ID?
While Cornyn edged out Paxton in the March primary, Joshua Blank with the Texas Politics Project says the runoff could favor Paxton, since the electorate is typically smaller and more conservative. However, he says the attacks on Paxton's electability have blunted some of that.
There's no reason for that to stop because ultimately it looks like that effort has largely worked.
But with a smaller electorate, it'll be up to both sides to get their bases out to the polls.
There's no guarantee in an election at the very beginning of summer that you're going to be able to turn out those same voters.
The primary costs about $100 million. Political experts say the showdown over the next few weeks will cost at least that, but it could be much more. The runoff election is set for May 26th, the day after Memorial Day. Early voting is scheduled to start on May 18th. Mark and Quita.